And welcome back, everyone. Welcome to WTL World Team League 2023 Summer Code S Round 1, day number 3, the final day of Round 1. And we're here with our second series of the night. I'm, of course, still your host, Live VIP. And with me, I'm joined by the lovely, the beautiful, the AsherBro.
Look at those Terrans. Let's go.
Oh. Yes, that's why we have him here. We have the Terrans that I don't believe are going to be facing off, but we do have Onsyde Gaming versus Team Liquid, some two very heavy-hitting teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, we got a pretty strong matchup, similar to our first day that we had here. These are two teams that should be favorites to make a deep run. Onsyde probably more so than Liquid, but there still remains a close matchup between the two teams.
Oh, yeah. 100%, mate. 100%. It is going to be quite difficult to call between these two teams, but I want to believe that, yeah, we're going to have a close series here. The first matchup of the day, it's going to be Maru up against SKillous. And, oh, look at those 10s. Oh, hey, what? Mate.
Yeah, I know.
Mate, what's going on? What's going on, Papi?
Don't let him say that.
Yeah, both Oliveira and Maru are A's, and they're not S's.
Who were the S's? I think it was just Cyril.
Just Cyril so far. We've only seen Cyril. Even Hero didn't get an S. Hero got an A. It's crazy.
It would have to only be Cyril, though.
Yeah, it's Cyril or... Wait, I don't...
No, I've had Maru, Hero, Oliveira.
Did Dark have an S? Kura, do you remember? Did Dark have an S? Is it only Zergs?
Yeah, that's fair to me. All Zerg should be S.
True. Give me an S, Bobby. Give me an S. Yeah, we're going to be getting ready for this TVP, and this is going to be a wild one, an interesting one. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have the Protoss player for Team Liquid, SKillous.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, it is the Terran for Onsyde Gaming, Maru.
Oh my god. Is SKillous playing with his foot?
Of course. Most Protosses do.
It looks like he's got his hand on his mouse, he's got his hand on his left-hand side of his keyboard, and he's got his foot on the right-hand side, you know? Like he's triple fisting it. Yeah. Let's go. Well, it's gotta be resting on something. Like the chair doesn't go that far forward. Like it's on the table.
Weird angle.
No.
Yeah.
Unless. No. Right? Like it's on the table, right? The foot. It has to be.
You believe whatever you want to believe, Lap.
But like, fight. That's not his leg.
Yeah, that's where chat got as well.
Yeah. Not like this, puppy. No, this is why the YouTube stream keeps going down. We can't keep doing this. Oh god. WTL, please.
Shaking my head.
As we are getting into this, and yeah, Maru, despite the fact that he only has 2 10s apparently, and despite the fact that he's an A player, nah, mate, he is the S in our hearts. He is powerful. He is strong. He's the favorite. We'll see if SKillous can trip him up.
Yeah, the positioning here looks like SKillous might be going for a proxy Stargate.
Ooh, it does look to be the case, but the Reaper does find that probe in the end. We don't actually commit to a pylon either, and the probe is going to go down. So if that was the plan, plans gonna have to change.
Yeah, there we go. That will be going down. Looks like SKillous is most likely going to be going for a Stargate opener here with that second Adept.
Oh, yeah, there we go. The second Adept is on the way. The Reaper dips into the main base, is denied entry as the Adept tries to chase him down. And, ooh, a Twilight Council is thrown down for SKillous.
All right, so yeah, Twilight Council going to be on the way. Maru, meanwhile, behind this, he did go for a single gas opener, fast expand, but went for the CC on the high ground anyway. So just playing things very safe. This is something that he and Beyond do sometimes. Beyond doing it more for a mind game. I think Maru does it just because he prefers to be safe. He doesn't really care if he's slightly behind. He's very confident in his play. As there we go, the Reaper going to be getting in, gets the full scout.
Yeah, the Reaper does confirm the Twilight Council, so he's aware of the tech opener. Meanwhile, the Adept gets across the map, and I believe it does get in range to see the CC on the high ground, so I believe he's aware that it's not any kind of weird one-base all-in shenanigans.
Yeah, so important scout there. Maru, meanwhile, is in fact going to be going for the mind drop now that he sees that Twilight Council. He can definitely commit to that.
Yeah, he is safe to do so. There aren't any Phoenixes out on the map looking to deny him any Oracles on the way that are going to be threatening his bases either, so he is free to go for it. Meanwhile, he's going to be making an extra or a decent amount of these Widow Mines as well. He's not going for like the more conservative double mine drop. Going to be investing a little bit more, I think.
Yep, just going for 3 mines. This is something that he does do sometimes. Skips out on the Hellion for the scouting, but he already saw everything that he needs to see. So far, it is just a 2-gate blink setup for SKillous. He hasn't thrown down a 3rd yet, but that should be going down around now.
Yeah, it should be on the way momentarily as the mine drop is headed towards that natural. We do have an Adept, actually moving out of position. And we'll see if he can react in time here as the Stalkers, they come in.
Oh yeah, the Stalkers do come in, and we are going to be having the Burrow and Reburrow coming out from Maru, making the most of these 3 mines here.
Ooh. Yeah, exactly. As a 2 mine shots go off. Oh my god, no! Oh, the retarget!
Yeah, SKillous not happy with that one. Maru just making a few too many things happen at once there, and 11 probes going down for a fast expand mine drop. That is disaster.
Ay, not like this, Papi, as... Oh my god. Initially, SKillous did respond well, but you were calling it out. Maru with the constant unburrowing and reburrowing does trip him up, does deal so much damage here. Eventually, his mines are going to be hunted down, but Maru is not done. He does also have a Raven rushing out across the map.
Yeah, SKillous having to go for a bit of counter harass here, but just doesn't really have enough to do too much of anything. Maru, much too solid. The macro has been far too clean for any openings here.
Yeah, exactly. The tank is in position. We even have a little bit of hull damage being dealt to those Stalkers. They're looking for maybe even a way into the main base, but the Marines are repositioning. At the same time, Raven is slipping into the main of SKillous.
Yeah, just like we saw Beyond do, Maru is going to be going for this extra Raven harass. We do see SKillous is actually going to be skipping out on his 3rd base here to get faster Colossus just to be safe. And the stim might go down. That's a huge pickoff.
Wow, Stim does get denied here, and the scan even barely misses the Observer as well as SKillous barely gets off. Oh, Maru with the face!
The duck face. He knows.
He's quack, Pop. He's quacking right now. That's a long quack. Oh my god. That was great.
So sad about that.
Yeah, I mean that was a little bit smudge. As a SKillous kind of like Rewind as well is going to be delaying his 3rd Nexus for the Colossus production instead. Double expanding. Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you got to take some risks to get into a game like this. That's exactly what he's going to be doing. I think that makes a lot of sense considering he snapped Stim. It's going to be a while before Maru can go for any timing, so pretty clever move.
Yeah, but it's Maru. That's the thing, just because Stim got delayed, is he going to wait for it before he moves out? The answer for the time being, he's going to be looking to try and chase away these Stalkers with what he has. I'm curious if he is going to, in a way, be able to punish this or even scout the fact that we have such a fast 4th from SKillous.
Yeah, if the drop does get sent away from that 3rd kind of area, it might fly past this inadvertently.
Yeah, I'm really curious. As the Observer of SKillous confirms the move out, did see the army, and SKillous is repositioning his Stalkers as well to attempt to intercept. We do have a scan into the main base, but again, that scan isn't really going to show what SKillous has been up to.
Yeah, it looks like Maru actually heading straight for the natural here.
Risky move. The Colossus are waiting for him again. SKillous is aware. Meanwhile, the Raven does come across the 4th Nexus.
Yeah, there we go. So Maru going to know about this now. I might want to reroute, go for the attack on that. He's going to be pushing this Stalker back, but no concussive shells yet, so won't secure the kill.
Yeah, exactly. As SKillous once again confirms the location of that army. The tanks, sorry, the Colossus are looking a little bit exposed here. Maru could try and go for them. He does have enough energy for disables.
Yeah, he's sharking in such a way that he wants to set up in between these bases. Does have a pretty huge supply, leading with the Marauders. The Marine's going to run in behind that. Looks like he was able to get off one disable. He does push the army back to the shield battery overcharge, so not going to be able to do too much more from here, but the tanks shell away at the Stalkers. Every single Stalker goes down.
Wow, even though the disables did, or one of them did kind of whiff a little bit, we still have so much bio on the ground. The two Colossus are going to be able to hold on to the natural, but what about the third, and what about the fourth? Maru, he doesn't have to break into the natural.
Yeah, Maru going to be splitting off those units there, and GG is called just a little bit too much there after those massive mine shots.
Oh, exactly. GG, well played. I mean, SKillous was fighting back, and hey, he was able to dip into the main, delay, and deny Stim for a little bit. His army movement and army positioning was quite good as well when it came to trying to keep up with Maru. But alas, not the best fight towards the end there. We saw how much those tanks really impacted that engagement. Just the Stalker army evaporated in a very small amount of time.
Yeah, the control and positioning of Maru is just exemplary. It's really cool to watch, and just a little bit too much there for him. He will be taking game 1 here, but SKillous gets to pick the map for game 2, so might be picking an altitude, a grass fan, some kind of map like that.
Yeah, maybe to just get a little bit more breathing room against Maru. It is possible if he wants to go for a bit of a longer game, a bit of a later game. I wonder how SKillous wants to approach one of the best players in the world. Oh boy, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I also didn't get to see the predictions either. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but I wonder if anyone had faith in our boy, in SKillous.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of SKillous, but I'm still predicting the 2-0 for Maru in this one.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to say otherwise. It looks like, ooh, the majority did pick the 2-0 over Maru, but a small minority went for the 1-1 here as well. So, and I do see a world where that can happen. You know, SKillous, he's going to have a chance here as his map of choice, altitude.
Yeah, I suppose you got to be a bit more generous with the 1-1 predictions when you know it's his format and the player can choose the extra map.
True. I mean, again, that's what makes WTL a little bit unpredictable, or a little bit more unpredictable, is the fact that that's a pretty big advantage that the loser has. You know, no vetoes are allowed.
Yeah, 100%. Unless I Terran.
What do you say? Yeah, true. They have more of an advantage. Actually, it's crazy. It's.
I mean, unironically, I don't think there's a quote unquote free win map for Terran. I guess. What would you even pick against Protoss? Maybe Babylon. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it would just come down to the stylistic, maybe a little bit more stylistic play. It's hard to say here, but regardless, SKillous, his map of choice is going to be altitude, and with this, he can maybe have a little bit more breathing room, but things can also get a little bit chaotic as well, just because of that counterattack potential. Here we go in the top right-hand corner. We have SKillous for Team Liquid.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, in the red, it is the greatest of all time, Maru.
Oh, you're gonna get us banned, Poppy.
No, it's the other way around. I told you. I was just lying about Sarah.
Oh, there you go. What about Oliveira?
I'm not on that much code.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll give us a couple more years, maybe.
Oh, vámonos, Papi, vámonos. As we're going to be getting into this game here. So far, SKillous not really changing his position. His legs still just firmly on that keyboard. You love to see it.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of interesting. I really like sitting like this as well, but I play terribly when I sit like this. Like, I just don't have good mouse accuracy at all.
Yeah, it
so
feels
I wonder
like
if that just means that he permanently plays like this.
He's in position, Papi, you know? Like, I'm telling you, like, I feel like you can use the leg. I want to believe, Papi. I want to see
Are you gonna
SKillous
say
play.
that on your next stream? I'm gonna be like, I'm not working on hotkeys. I'm just gonna incorporate my leg.
True. Oh my god. Unironically, mate, like imagine like setting up a DDR pad on the floor and the keys on the DDR pad are like bound to like your stim or something, you know?
I think someone's done foot pedals
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. I feel like they could be useful. Not gonna lie. There you go, holy hit. Confirmed. Whether it's like big abilities, you know, like stim
Pedals
or like
power.
or like purification overs or storm. Storm you
Oh,
stamp
really?
your foot for
I
storm.
wouldn't use it for that. I would use it for like
What'd you use it for?
extra camera hotkeys or extra control grips or something.
Oh. You ramp up the gas to select your Hellions, you know? I love that, yeah. Or like set it up for medevac boost, you know? Yeah.
Have like
Let's
power throttle, and you use the throttle for like making Hellions and medevac boost.
I love that.
And then you always get medevac speed just because it's like the nitros. You're like Tokyo drifting.
Speaking of Tokyo drifting off the cliff, mate, look at how fast Maru's CC is. He went for a Rax expand into a third CC. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's been doing this. He's been doing this a lot, actually. I think it makes sense on this map. It also makes sense against Stargate. This is kind of just a hard read that your opponent's going to go Stargate. He goes into a 3cc behind. This is something that both he and Beyond have been doing a lot. I mean, at this point, it kind of goes without saying that if Maru's doing a build, Beyond's doing it as well. They have been for the last year or so, just mirroring each other's builds for the most part. And this is something that's... It was an old build that Maru used to do a lot, and he didn't do it at all on the last map pool, and he seems to like it again on this one.
Yeah, and I'm really curious to see how it works here against SKillous. So SKillous, as you called, is indeed going for a Stargate opener. He hasn't really been able to scout too much. He keeps going for these shades, but hasn't seen the main until now. The Oracle is dipping in. Oh!
Yeah, Oracle gonna dip in there, does get the revelation down. He really wants to get the scout, and that was very worthwhile. Fantastic stuff from SKillous. A lesser Protoss definitely wouldn't have put that extra effort into getting the full scout.
Yeah, and there we go. The third CC has been spotted. SKillous is fully aware of how greedy Maru has been. Immediately, he throws down his own third Nexus, as well as that Bay, as he did confirm the 3-axe follow-up.
Yeah, okay, so SKillous probably going to look to be very greedy with a Phoenix Colossus setup here.
Yeah, I would think so as well. Do have a safety immortal coming out first here. Has he made too many Phoenixes? I haven't seen too many in production.
He's made any yet.
Yeah.
But I would like him to.
I mean, on the one hand, we do see Maru kind of preparing for that. We have a couple of turrets on the way, but yeah, SKillous, he's not utilizing that Stargate at all.
Mate, this is StarCraft. Like, I know that some people have like deep senses of morality, and they have right and wrong, and playing Phoenix Colossus, it might damage your morality. It's, if you want to be a good person, it's not really going to be in line with your values, but it is StarCraft. Like, you're trying to win,
Yeah. I mean, look, there's plenty of immoral players out there. I mean, look at all those Terrans. I mean, it's actually disgusting. But here we go. Maru sending everything across the map. Here we do see SKillous getting set up defensively with a shield battery and overcharge. That immortal production sentries as well to try and cut off that army and force field the ramp.
Yeah, this is a pretty nice push coming out from Maru. It's a little bit on the later side, but there we go. The Phoenix does get started up. Oh. He wants to win. He wants to win like SKillous. He likes winning. He
wants to play some StarCraft, but before that happens, the Marines are pushing on forward, and we're going to try and focus on whatever we can here. Force fields get thrown down.
Beautiful force fields, but Maru is going to be soaking up the split off army into that stasis trap. So that's kind of a creative way to save them.
Yeah, interesting move here. And with this, okay, he's not going to be setting up a surround or anything like that. Looks like those units are going to be falling here in the end. We're going to try and save what we can, but yeah, everything does get cleaned up, and SKillous holds on to his third.
Yeah, so pretty good hold by SKillous. We have a fairly even game state between the two players, but Maru in a really good spot economically.
He really is. I mean, he is on par worker-wise with the Protoss, which is something that doesn't happen too often. Same can be said with the fourth base timings, as SKillous is only slightly ahead with his own Nexus timing.
Yeah, Maru reading the game very well here. He is just going to have a bit of map presence now with this double drop. Doesn't really need to overcommit or try to fight or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, we have a couple more force fields, and a lot of Marines are going to get swiped away by those Colossi.
Yeah, really nice force fields by SKillous. I find that's always the marker of a good Protoss player is the accuracy with the force fields, and he's got a very nice touch with them.
He really does, and it's been paying off for him so far, but can he keep it up? Because now Maru has 2 drops out on the map. He does have a force on the left and another force on the right-hand side as well. Phoenixes are moving up, but this map is quite large, and I don't know if he's going to be able to catch us. He does distract the Colossi for the time being. He has a larger army coming in from the left. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he is going to be soaking up the stasis trap here, but he is threatening all over the map. He's keeping SKillous pinned back, which is the main thing here.
Yeah, exactly. The Phoenixes and the Colossi can't really move out. Mainly the Phoenixes as well. They have been trapped back at home for the time being. Haven't really been able to harass any mineral lines or shut down any drop play. Not yet, as Maru is still trying to set up here. At the same time, I love it. SKillous even having a probe sent out just to confirm the location of that army.
Yeah, so you can see SKillous, he is kind of worried about what's going on here. He does have the Phoenix sending out to scout as well, but this is just a constant pressure thing. When you are the Protoss, it's very stressful knowing that the Terran's just always at your doorstep waiting for one little opening, one little moment where you step out of line where they can just charge into your bases.
One chance, one opportunity, and that opportunity may be being made here by Maru. He's going to be going in with a quadruple Widowmine drop. 2 of them are going to be dropped off here at the fourth base. No reaction! No!
Oh, no reaction whatsoever.
Oh.
We do have cannons up, and they will be on time to get the detection, but meanwhile, SKillous is going to be moving across the map.
He is moving out across the map, but we have a drop into the main base. This time, SKillous does pull away in time, but only a single mine shot went off the second one. Okay, only going to get 1 more probe. Meanwhile, SKillous is focusing on his main army. He's trying to push on forward. He's trying to gain that map control.
Yeah, that he is. He should be able to clean up these mines now. Good multitask coming out from SKillous. Does get a little bit of a clean up over here as well, but Maru, he's just everywhere. He's all over the map. He is putting on so much pressure in so many places here. And this is a really scary push that he's got going here. He wants to try to catch these Colossus out in the middle of the map.
He's looking for them. Meanwhile, thankfully, the mines in the main base were not reset. They weren't able to get more additional mine shots off. At the same time, the Colossus army is pushing forward. And once again, good force field.
Yeah, good force fields again. Maru a bit lucky that the Phoenix weren't there in time. He can use the medevac just to save those units. And it's a tricky style that Maru is playing. He's skipping out completely on those Vikings. He's just going to be relying on his own movement to get things done here.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll see if he can pull that off. It's a tough ask because we are up to 4 Colossi. My god, that's a lot of Colossus.
Yeah, so it's a pretty scary moment for Maru. He might want to look to set up a bit of a surround here. And it looks like this is exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, at the same time, a Dark Shine was thrown down. That was confirmed by Maru earlier with that drop or with those Widow Mines in the main base. As you were saying, Maru is coming in from behind here. He's trying to surround, trying to encapsulate this army. He pulls the boys!
Yeah, he does have to pull the boys. He's going to be getting back behind here. Takes out the Prism, so no more reinforcements. Zealots aren't going to be warped in. Getting on top of these Phoenix here. Good EMPs as well, and he will crush this fight.
Wow, it cost him a mineral line, but that was well worth it. 4 Colossi go down. The entire ground army goes down. Only the Phoenixes survive, and now Maru can send everything across the map.
Yeah, really great patience by Maru, and it's going to pay off here.
Oh, it really is. Only 3 Phoenixes survive. We have a safe trap on top of the ramp, but we have a scan. It has been spotted, and nothing is going to stop Maru from pushing into the third base, from maybe even pushing into the natural.
Yeah, absolutely. There's barely anything here to hold on. He does drag those zealots back into the mines. Doesn't take the friendly fire either, so this base is going to be going down. And as you said, the natural now under threat.
Oh, it really is as Maru stims on forward. There's 1 Colossus waiting for him on top of this ramp, but 1 Colossus is not going to be enough here. No disruptors remain this game. The Colossus doing what they can, though.
Yeah, Maru even focuses down the stasis trap on the way up the ramp.
Wow.
SKillous just knows that he has been outplayed here. Maru, too strong, too powerful, gets the 2-0.
GG, well played. Kind of to be expected. Again, Maru, he should be an S tier player. And he does take that 2-0. But, it wasn't an easy 2-0. I can't imagine too many players out there force him to make that duck face.
True. What was that about again?
Oh my god. What happened? He lost. Oh, that was with Stim. That was when Stim was denied, right? That's when he made the face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was a long duck face, mate. It was It was beautiful. It was beautiful. As we are now going to be getting ready for our second set of this series, we're going back to your favorite matchup. We're going back to the ZVZs.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I actually really struggled to pick this one. I have no idea. I went with 1-1 in the end, but I just could see it going either which way.
Yeah, I think I went 1-1 as well, just because I haven't really seen a lot from Elazer in general. I'm very selective with what some of the European games that we're able to watch. So yeah, it's kind of hard to predict here. I do think that Solar's still the favorite, but Elazer, he's a very special kind of Zerg player. He's got a very, very special kind of outlook and view on the ZVZ matchup. It's very unique to him.
I'm not so familiar with it. What is it in particular?
Oh, they were memeing about it during Home Story Cup about Elazer. He has certain builds and playstyles where he goes Roach v Roach and he doesn't get any Evo chambers.
Oh,
he believes that the higher supply is better than the upgrade advantages that
Actually,
+1 or +2 range have. Yeah,
I do remember Lambo saying that he lets Jesus take the wheel. He's just like he just prays and lets the drone count come to him, and he just picks that drone count and he just goes.
he just sends it, Poppy. He just sends it. Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. And sometimes faith isn't a bad thing. He can just believe in that higher power, and he can just come out with a win, and he can't explain it. It's a miracle.
I like it.
Let's go as Solar once again, an A rank here for him, and I think an A rank is definitely acceptable for Solar, to be fair, but he's still a world-class player and is still overall favorite against Elazer.
Yeah, Solar is more the kind of player I think of when I think of an A class player. I think of like Solar, Cure, maybe Beyond. Beyond has kind of stepped it up lately, but normally I would say Beyond. Yeah, Gimme, Creator, Classic, this kind of player.
Yeah. I can definitely see that as well. Where
there's what is this rating for Elazer?
True. C for Elazer, I think that's harsh. I think that's I think it's similar to like Scarlet, for example. I think they put a C on Scarlet as well, and it's like, really? Like what's happening here? We're getting all these A players. Who the hell's in B rank, right? It's like this. I feel like these are the players who should be in B,
Yeah, Lasers somewhere between B and A for me.
Yeah. Who the hell's there? Does it not exist in the WTL alphabet? Maybe.
Oh, that's true. Could be, yeah.
Apparently Elazer with that C rank here, being doxed a little bit for his macro and defense. I don't know how I feel about that. I know there's the meme, the Elazer Overlords, of course, where he's just always getting supply blocked. And
he doesn't even do that anymore. I feel like his macro is one of his strong suits because he's a player that really likes cutting corners.
Yeah, I agree. It's a meme that was one. I mean, it stuck around because it was so prevalent for a while, but like he has improved over time. He has improved over the years. So I don't think it's too fair to dox him on that anymore. But here we go. Here he is in the top left-hand corner of Dragon Scales, the Polish Zerg for Team Liquid, Elazer.
And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map for Onsyde Gaming, this is Solar. Do you have to say that Elazer Overlord's like not even that bad, especially if you're playing Roaches?
It's understandable. But here we go. And now just getting into this game. Oh, Show us the chest. You love the framing when the cam doesn't even show the full head. It's beautiful. Cinematic.
Right in the middle.
Yeah. Hi. Oh god. But you love to see it solo with his DreamHack trophy. He always, man, he's bopping. He's listening to some music. He's popping off. Dang, hands off the keyboard.
He's vibing. That's the Onsyde maneuver. You take the sip at 18 supply.
Yeah. He's busted, but I'm pretty sure Maru did the same thing actually.
Yeah, Maru does that every single game.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Beautiful, Poppy, beautiful. But yeah, you know, Solo's got his trophies in the background. DreamHack, I believe he won an IEM. I think he won an SSL as well. Oh, he's going for the double swing. He's running out. He's running out of water. Oh.
He's panicking.
Do you see that? He glanced over at the bottle when he realized that there was nothing left, Poppy.
When am I gonna fill this up?
So, someone get this man so he's
runs off
dehydrating.
and go fill up his water.
Oh god. But
that's when you know you've reached peak degeneracy, when like instead of not queuing for your next game, if you need to like fill up your water or grab a tea or something, you just do it like while you're in queue or in between actions.
You just like you click and then you just quickly run off screen. You're like
Yeah.
Gotta get back in time for the queue to pop. Beautiful. Hashtag relatable.
I didn't quite time it right in my game today, but I was playing a PvT and I just had like a really winning position. So I warped in Zealots into the main and then I walked away from the computer.
Did you really? You pulled a golden? You pulled a parting? Mate.
It was a bit too over when I did it, but the idea was there. The sentiment was there.
Shaking my head. You're an animal. Oh god. Did you get your water there? Was it for water? Was it for...
No, it's just for a fact. I had a little biggie.
Oh, okay. You had a biggie? Okay. Oh, yeah. I didn't watch the clip, but I saw a clip was made. Yeah.
Protos moment.
I'll watch it.
As we do have Solo going for a very standard opening here. Is just going to be getting that third hatch up, getting the Bane Nest on the way as well. Elazer actually going to be flooding Lings very heavily. I can't really see that number properly, but it's a lot of Lings. I know that.
Yeah, 16, 18 Lings are on the way for Elazer, and this is designed to deny that third base. He did drone up, you know, quite well behind it. It's not all in by any means, but again, it is designed to put Solar onto the back foot. Baneliness is on the way. Can Solar make those Banes in time?
Yeah, can he get there in time? This is a bit like that game that we saw before with Cham and Scarlet, but this time it is going to be Elazer in the driver's seat with the Mass Ling. Is he going to be able to pull this one off?
We'll see. The Banelings have finished up. It looks like the hatchery's being focused on. Elazer will get that third hatchery.
There we go. He gets the damage he's looking for, but Solar behind this, just making Ling's going to be looking for his own counter-attack, and he has to be careful not to abandon those Banes as he does go across the map.
Bearing in mind that Elazer, to pull this off, he did delay his own Baneling Nest. It is now done, and there we go. 6 Banelings are being morphed in, but in the middle of the map. Oh, not the best positioning there.
Yeah, not the best, but we have a lot of Lings coming through here. Oh, almost gets dragged into the Banes. That was so close there.
Oh my god, that was so close. And we do see Banelings going off from both sides, but Elazer, he is defending. He's holding on. He's been droning behind this. And so is Solar. It looks like Solar just has to accept the fact that he's going to be a little bit behind in that production. He's ahead in the drone count, though. You know, he was able to squeeze out a couple additional drones before that happened.
Yeah, so there we go. Elazer really barreling down. He wants to get the cancel on this third again.
Oh, he really does want that cancel, but the Queens are getting in position. We have plenty of defensive Banelings as well for Solar. Elazer is going to be forced back, but again, he should be pretty happy with the advantage that he has with that faster third, with that up and running third, as we are continuing to pump out drones. And we're looking for that transition point. For the time being, there we go. Solar, he throws down his Roach Warren, and so does Elazer.
Yeah, there we go. So both players going to be transitioning at a pretty similar time. It looks like Elazer with a very healthy drone lead here.
Yeah, he's up to, oh my god, almost 50 drones at this point. It goes to show how much that extra base can really do for you, and it's going to be on Solar to try and catch up here. Whether it's with run buys, whether it's with Baneling connections as well, there are opportunities, there are chances available for Solar.
Yeah, for sure. But Elazer, he's being nice and active with his lings. He will see these Baileys coming across the map here.
Oh, he does get eyes on them. Just because he sees them doesn't mean that he can stop them. As the Banelings are rolling on forward, they want to try and trade as best they can, but the Queen positioning is maybe a little bit too good. Two of the Banelings do get picked off. Ooh.
Yeah, nice connections there. Elazer going to be trading out his Bailings for Bailings. I think when you're ahead like that, definitely not a bad idea.
Yeah, exactly. As oh, Laser, he's in the house. He's in, pup.
It looks like Solar knew, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Looks like Soul's going to be able to clean that up. Or even a Laser trading a little bit better in the middle of the map as well, picking off one additional Baneling. Roaches are being produced. A Laser also has a much faster lair. I don't know if you noticed, but this is very Elazer. No Evo chamber. He doesn't give a damn about his upgrades.
Okay, interesting. So he's going to have to do some damage with these roaches, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, he's still droning. Bear that in mind. He's taking more gases. There we go. We have one Evo chamber behind the natural base, but he is going to be quite behind in those upgrades. And that's going to be an advantage that Solo can take advantage of.
100%. There we go. We do see overload speed being started up, extra hatches, that Evo, of course. And yeah, Elazer has somehow fallen behind in supply. I'm not really sure why that happened.
Yeah. I mean, he did invest into all these roaches, but he hasn't done anything with them. So Solo was able to get away with, holding off on actually producing any roaches of his own. And now is making them. But yeah, the ebb and flow of ZVZ, it can go that way sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, Solar somehow catching back up in drones here, and we have ourselves what looks to be a pretty even game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Laser does have a bit of a faster fourth hatchery, to be fair, so he still has that advantage going for himself. But there's going to be a pretty big, like, +2 timing available for Solar. +1 only just now starting for a Laser as he is making another wave of roaches, and I feel like he's going to be moving out soon. Oh my god!
Okay, close call there.
Oh, yeah, only 5 drones going down. It was slightly off camera, but oh my god, Laser, he's going for a Dropper Lord.
Yeah, drop alert on the way with a couple Bailings in there. Bailing drops something that has been, the latest trick in the Zerg tool belt that's been a bit popular lately. These things kind of cycle in and out for whatever reason. And behind this, he is going into tunneling claws.
Yeah, so he's going to be going for burrow and tunneling claws. Meanwhile, Solar, with a much more standard setup, is going for a +1 carapace with +2 range instead. So his roaches are going to be overall more powerful, and he himself is even investing into burrow and tunneling claws as well.
Okay, he takes out his own bait nest. Guess he wants a bit more room to maneuver into his natural, maybe?
Roaches are thick. They're quite thick.
Might have been an accident. I don't know. Both players now going to be going for tunneling claws. Elazer slightly ahead on that. If he can get that in undetected, he can split off a few roaches into each of the bases and go for a really crazy multi-prong attack all at once. It's a really nice set play that you have available in ZBZ.
Yeah, it really can be. At the same time, massive link run by. Oh, he does spot the roach run researching, so Solar is fully aware that Elazer is investing in that tech. At the same time, the main armies are going to be clashing here outside of the natural of Solar.
Yeah, one of those Ravagers is going to be going down to the Bile and Elazer. He is looking to smash on through. As you pointed out before, though, the upgrades are going to be in Solar's favor, so Elazer doesn't want to push the issue too heavily.
Oh, yeah, he has to be very careful. Has to wait for his own upgrades to try and catch up here. Solar finishing up Carapace as well. And the Laser, he's shocking around. He does have that tunneling claws. He's going in towards that left-hand base.
Yeah, the attack is set up on the right-hand side. Solar might be able to tell that there's a bit of army missing.
Oh, he may be able to, but there we go. There is that unburrow, and the mineral line is going to be going down. 8 drones already falling here. Solar has to try and focus on this main fight, though.
Yeah, Laser trying to make this fight difficult as he can, throwing down plenty of biles, going for a little bit of a surround here. The army is eventually going to be cleaned up to the bottom left-hand corner for Solar, and it looks like he hasn't taken too much damage, but we have more roaches getting into the natural.
Yeah, more roaches wreaking havoc here. Drone after drone falling for Solar, but what's important is that both players are nearing maxed out, and Solar's going to have a lower drone count overall, so he's going to have a larger roach army.
Okay, Elazer losing a few roaches on the harass over here as well, and doesn't look like this is a fight he wants to take over here. He still has his +2 on the way. Looks like it's about a minute off from finishing.
Yeah, this is a dangerous place to be in as well. Like, Elazer has to be very careful moving forward here because he did kill a lot of workers. We can see 14 drones went down, and Elazer now has the lead in that economy, but Solar, he's going for his own counterattacks. Barred roaches all over the place from both players.
Yeah, beautiful. This is something we see with DTs as well. Sometimes it's the player that goes for this tech second that gets the most damage just because the first player is only thinking about their timing. But here we go. Laser going to be splitting off a few more of these roaches towards that natural. Denies a good amount of mining, but the pull from Solar is quick.
Yeah, exactly. And at the same time, Elazer's losing so many drones on his own side of the map. 8 drones going down. Havoc being wreaked all over the place. Roaches everywhere, Papi. Oh my god.
Yeah, roaches everywhere, every side of the map. Both players desperately trying to do some economic damage. It looks like it's Elazer who will be taking a little bit more there.
Yeah, exactly. It does take a little bit more damage, but at the same time, he did have the higher drone count to begin with, so he can make up for that. He does rebuild his lost workers. Meanwhile, Solar is not. He's still making nothing but roaches. He's looking to try and take control of the high ground.
Yeah, that he is, and it looks like this base will be going down here.
Yeah, he just completely outpositioned Elazer. The hatchery does end up falling. And from here, Solar can back off. He can even get another. Or he can take the fight as well. Elazer did take a couple of bouts to the face.
Yeah, the control from Elazer is insane. He's doing such a great job just making those little gaps in his armor to dodge out all the biles. And wow, biles going down on all of these ravages. The micro not quite there for Elazer.
Yeah, the biles were just a little bit too good in favor of Solar. He's breaking on through. Does take a couple of biles to the face towards the end here. He's going to back up, yes, to consolidate his army, but at the same time, he did peel off a couple of roaches to focus on that left-hand hatchery.
Oh my goodness, 21 drones have gone down here.
21 drones, and Solar, it does feel like he is in the driver's seat right now. He has the momentum going his way. Elazer falling behind a little bit when it comes to the production, when it comes to that economy. He's still struggling to even keep up with these barred roaches.
Yeah, the drone count is not in a good place, and with all the pressure that Solar's applying, I don't think he's going to have a room to drone up here. He just needs to keep making roaches.
He has to. He's trying to, but he just doesn't have a bank to work with, unlike Solar. And here we go. Solar's going to be going for that one big move. Even a drop load going into the main base. Solar trying to push in towards that triangular third once again.
Yeah, pretty good looking fight for Elazer, but Solar manages to split his units into 2 groups here, and with the reinforcements, he could just be overwhelming. He backs off. He's putting pressure on the base to the left. There's just not really enough units here for Elazer to contest. And it looks like Elazer as well. He is getting some extra gases. He's still trying to get that 4th up. He hasn't been able to get the 4th up, so he's on 3 base mining right now. Solar on 5.
Yeah, he's on 3 base mining and he's not even fully saturated. Here we go once again. Solar pushing on forward. Nice concave set up by Elazer, but he doesn't have the numbers. He's going to be able to buy a little bit of time. Solar going to rotate over towards the right-hand side instead. Barred Roach is still just annoying and just pulling apart the attention of Elazer.
Yeah, the multitask of Solar very impressive here. He's getting that +2 carapace on the way as well. So once again, going to have that upgrade lead that he has had for the entire game here. This looks like a really good fight for Elazer, but Solar, he just wants to keep trading.
Oh, yeah, and the Ravagers actually pull away for Elazer as well. They're not a part of the fight. They're a little bit distracted trying to hold on to that 4th base, but the hatchery goes down. Shout out to the picture-in-picture. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, and that was a finished hatch as well. So Elazer, he is totally all in now. And Solar, he's just trading. Even has these bird roaches coming in from behind. But GG, Solar going to get the win there.
GG, well played there by Solar. He had a rocky start. If you remember, he did end up losing his hatchery and he fell behind in the drone count overall. But he was able to catch up as well. Again, Elazer opting to make a lot of roaches early on. I kind of defensively. It felt like Elazer assumed that Solar was going to go for a more earlier committed timing because he lost his hatchery. But Solar was just macroing. He was just happy to re-drone and just work on his Evo chambers, work on his upgrades, and catch back up that way.
Yeah, exactly. And with that Onsyde, they have 3 match points now. I think Solo's going to want to do it here, though, because I'm not super confident about Ryung against Clem. I mean, he can definitely take a map there, but I mean, Clem's a gun, and he's been working hard on his TBT. If I'm Solo here, I definitely want to be trying to make life a bit easier there and take this one down.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I feel like we want to secure victory here for Onsyde. We don't want to risk things by relying on Ryung against Clem. Even though Ryung is a bit of a TVT sniper, and I do have faith in him, Clem is still a world-class player. And I think this week he even took down Beyond in ESL Open Cup Americas, which was really impressive. So Clem has been working on that matchup too, as we have our map of choice.
Yeah, Clem finding the time to keep his Terran in good shape despite laddering Protoss all night.
Has he? Oh my god. Does Clem stream?
He has a stream, but he never streams. I wish he would.
Okay.
He occasionally streams his EPT runs, but not that often.
Okay, fair enough. Aye. But yes, here we go. Elazer has chosen Royal Blood here as a map number 2. Interesting. Not one of the other smaller maps in the map pool, like your, I don't know, like your Neo Humanity or even your Dragon Scales as well. Yeah, interesting choice here from Elazer.
Interesting indeed, and here he is, spawning in the top right-hand corner of this map. It is the Polish Zerg, Elazer.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have the South Korean Zerg representing Onsyde Gaming, Solar. Yo, have you noticed? Shout out to the new observer here. I don't know who they are, but their name just popped up there, and it was a bunch of Chinese characters. Maybe you can translate that later, Asher. But we've been focusing a little bit more on the intros this season. We've been holding.
Slowed him down a bit.
Yeah. Much appreciated.
He's worked on his premature unswooping.
Yeah. Or on the pulling out. You know, it can't be too quick.
I guess not.
Yeah, you gotta let it sink in. You know, we gotta be able to appreciate our players. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
Oh, is he gonna do the box? Do the underline. Do it.
Not yet. It's no time yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're building up to it.
Setting the scene. Taking our time. We're not pulling out too early.
Exactly. Do you think Solar, he was able to refill his bottle? That bottle it's empty, I'm pretty sure.
He's gonna reach up to drink it, it's gonna be empty, and he's gonna yeet it across the room.
he's gonna do the duck face first though.
Oh yeah, of course. For the rest of the game.
Yeah. I would love who did it? I think maybe Cyril to these champions, mate. Drink for your cup from your cups, your trophies, you know? Why not?
Sounds gross.
I don't not if you clean it, right? Like I'm not saying like, oh, you just, you know, it's full of dust and stuff and you just fill it up. Nah, mate.
Yeah, just fill it up.
Fill it.
Like an ashtray.
Excuse me?
Like an ashtray when it's been raining.
What?
Dirty what?
You're how do you clean it, Poppy? You clean it. As for the time being, everything's been pretty standard. Hatchcast pools all around. No one is skipping their Bailey nest either. And we never got that zoom on Rio. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, he's gonna get fired. We're gonna get that old observer back. It's gonna be quick swoops from now on.
Yeah, quick swoops, and we focus on the sponsors. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, we do the box underline.
Yeah. There you go. Oh. As we did see in the last game, Elazer focused pretty heavily on denying that third base, but now that we're on a bit of a larger map, it looks like he's not. He's going to be mixing in some droning instead. Just a light amount of links here to begin with.
Oh, a light amount. That's a lot. I mean, stopping on 17 drones.
Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. You know what I loved the other day when I was streaming Diablo? I was asking like, how long is it gonna take to finish Act 4? It's not gonna take too long, right? And then I can't remember. I think it was Frost or someone else. It was someone else in chat. They were like, it usually doesn't take that long, but at light speed, it's gonna be a while.
Oh no.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It's a nice change.
Yeah. As I do see Elazer, he actually went for a very fast Roach Warren. It was hidden as well. I believe it's either in his main or behind his mineral line that is natural, and he's going to be rushing out those roaches.
Yeah, okay, so much earlier roaches than that of Solar. Solar does catch wind of this now, but his Roach Warren itself is still quite a ways off finishing. We do see a spine thrown down for safety here.
Yeah, I believe there was one link that just confirmed the roaches coming across out the way. Solar's fully aware of the all-in coming his way. He's throwing down 2 spine crawlers. Roaches are coming out. The queens are being brought forward. Solar's getting ready for the attack.
Yeah, and it's Team Liquid on the line here for Elazer's attack. It all will come down to this, whether the team could be in the running to win this week. We do have those bounties coming in. We have the roaches coming in as well. Looks like Solar is able to start up some roaches now, but Elazer, he's right on top of the production now.
He is on top of the production. He dives into one of those spine crawlers. The second spine crawler will finish up, but not in time. The Banelings find their connections on the drones, but we need to trade against the army. Lings are coming in to reinforce.
Yeah, the drones were bunching out quite a bit. The Lings getting on top of these roaches here, but the roaches going to be breaking on through. Spine goes down, so the roaches is fighting queens now. A little bit of roach support for them now, and the Lings are trickling in, but Lings trickling in for Elazer as well. His roach is just a little bit too wounded. He's going to have to back off and heal up.
Great drone control there from Solar as well. He did pull the boys and was able to soak up a couple of those hits. 5 drones, sure, they went down, but Solar had the workers to spare. Elazer backs off, and Elazer is droning.
Yeah, tail tucked between his legs. He will be going back home, droning on up. And that means that Solar, I was going to say he should have a decent advantage, but they have the exact same worker count here. And Elazer, it seems like he's got a little bit more army.
Yeah, he does have a little bit more army to work with, and there we go. The roaches have been morphed into those Ravagers. Does miss the Overlord. Aye. You hate to see it, but Solar behind this, I believe he has the much faster lair. The lair did... Oh, actually, no. The lair just now starting for Solar. Never mind. I thought I saw it earlier.
There's 2 Overlords over there. There was like one facing... These ones, yeah. There's one facing into the blue Overlord, the red Overlord. It's like the guy at the club, like the meme.
Yeah.
Where he's just like talking into her ear and she's just blankly staring off into the distance.
Oh, Smooch, Papi. Elazer's Overlord is just not interested. It's just not interested in what...
The red Overlord of Solar is like, yeah, and then we go up to like the 66 drone count and we see all of these links. So that's when I made 3 Banelings, and the 3 Banelings are the perfect amount to be able to defend this. And Elazer just, okay. I have to talk to my friend. We've got a ticket to the bus to the kebab.
Oh,
I understand.
I understand, Papi. You want some kebabs? Oh,
I actually do.
Yeah, that's why it came out. It was in the brain.
Am I the blue Overlord? Are you the red Overlord?
Yes.
Yeah, like
I'm casting. I'm like,
Asher,
mate, it's crazy. Did you see the way that he pulled the boys and he was able to soak those roach hits just in time so that Solar could defend, despite having less supply, despite having less roaches? It was crazy. And you're like,
mate, you gotta try casting with no pants on. It seriously, it's so good. You gotta cast with no pants on. Trust me.
It feels so free. It's so liberating. When you're an animal, Papi, and you're like, I want a kebab.
I just want to eat my mac.
I just want to eat my Oreo. I just want Oreo inside me. Oh.
As we do have a little bit of an attempted run by here by Elazer with those Lings, will be denied by the positioning of Solar. Oh, you're gone. We've lost him. You see what happens in the CBZ? Right, it's really crazy what's happening in the CBZ. Like, the meta is being shifted on its head. And I'm just kill me.
Let me free, Poppy. Let me free. I was playing Call of Duty until 3 a.m. I'm done, Poppy. It's over. Oh, why did I do that? I'm gonna do it again tonight.
Yeah,
I know it's bad, but I'm
I
gonna
need to
keep
leave
doing
so I
it.
can do it again. I really need to practice my builds at 3 a.m. It's really important.
You're a fucking animals. We did have a drop load in towards the main base, but the splitting was just a little bit too good. Elazer on top of all of that. Behind this, we have a Spire as well. It's about to finish up the drop load, though the Banelings were able to confirm that, and instantly Solar throws down that Hydra Den.
Oh, it's like an elevator lord now. It's just making trips. It's getting all the boys across. It's uber solar.
It's menu log, Papi.
Oh, menu pog.
Menu
Pog's in the chat.
My menu pog's in the chat. Let's go.
As we do have Solar trying to force his way into these trades again, as we saw him doing so effectively in that last game while having all this harassment going down. But Elazer, much better supply this time, better upgrades as well. He's going to be taking better trades overall.
Oh, he really is. And now the mutas have arrived. They're going to be able to shut down the Overlord, shut down the drop play of Solar. He's being deflected, and yeah, I'm a little bit worried, Asher, that the game may slow down at this point. Solar, he's got Spores on the way, he's got Hydras on the way. He's going to be incentivized to try and turtle up and to defend against these mutas.
I have to go.
No.
I have to go with my friend.
You have no friends.
Good job.
You don't try to pull a fast one on me, Papi. I know, Papi, I know.
Oh boy. As we do have these mutas clearing up all of these overlords around here. Elazer is in fact cheating. I have been told that in a Roach War it is cheating to make mutas.
Oh, it is. It's illegal. It is illegal here in the world of ZVZ, but Elazer, he doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. We do see Solo going for a bit of a Roach counterattack towards the left-hand side of the map, and Elazer's trying to keep up, but I think he's a little bit lagging behind here. Solo could find some damage. Where's the picture-in-picture?
Alright, the Observer's up to the task. He's got 1 billion APM. And we are going to be having a little bit of a surround by Solar. Really nice army movement, bringing back some of those forces to create the surround. The mutas are going to be doing what they can, just going to be dodging out those files. Everything going on at once, all over the map here.
Everything everywhere all at once, and Solar does end up trading a little bit more efficiently. He does take a couple of his own biles to the face, but he does force back the army. The Hydras being mixed in do shut down the majority of those mutas as well, as Solar going for another surround. He's trying. Up.
Yeah, Solar looks like he is going to be able to trap out some of these units. They will be sneaking out the back here. Elazer going for his own surround. The surround on the surround on the surround.
Oh,
Inception.
I'm thinking of a Big Mac, but in a Big Mac.
I'm thinking of 2 people eating Big Macs, squishing someone eating a Big Mac that's like slightly smaller than them, and there's sauce between them.
Oh my god. Why did you go that far?
And one of them is called Mac.
One of them's called Big, the other's called Mac. Oh.
The other one's called Meal.
Oh god. As we do see the Roach armies just clashing against each other here. Solo once again peeling off a couple of Roaches to head towards that third base. The base is denied.
It's like the, why am I called Rose? Because your mom loves roses. Oh, thanks, Dad. No problem, Big Mac meal.
Oh my god. Oh, Smurfs. That, you know that's the thing, right? It has to be a thing. I imagine there's someone out there called Big Mac Meal.
There's 100%. I don't know about Big Mac meal, but I guarantee there's someone out there called Zinger Box. Or at least they tried to call their kid Zinger Box.
Oh my god. That's amazing. A Zinger Box, mate. That's beautiful. That's love.
If anyone out there in the chat's named Zinger Box, congrats. I'll gift you a sub.
Oh my god. As Solar has, actually loses his fourth base on the right-hand side, but he has successfully teched up to Lunkers, Poppy. With the Lunkers, they're going to be able to hold on to that triangular third. There is no way off that ramp. Oh.
That's right. Fun has been cancelled for the foreseeable future, and Solar going to be charging on in to try to get rid of some of these roaches, just improving his supply through these trades.
Yeah, exactly. As we do see the Roach Army pushing on forward to try and bust down that fourth base. The Lunkers come in from behind, cutting off the reinforcements, cutting off the surround setup from Elazer.
Yeah, forget what I said about Fun being cancelled because Solar's being cool. Let's go.
Oh, let's go, Poppy. The aggressive Lunkers. That's what you want to be seeing. We do see the Roaches going for a bit of a counterattack, but the Lunkers are not too far behind. It looks like one Lurker is going to go down. Ooh, Solar being pulled apart a little bit here, being caught out by Elazer.
Yeah, really nice movement by Elazer going for a big counterattack. Picks off some of these lurkers as well, and this has a bit of an exponential effect. As you reduce that lurker number, that ball of lurkers becomes less and less scary.
Yeah, it really does, but we still have enough Lunkers to hold the line here. Elazer is going to try pushing forward. The Biles will connect. No, not quite. Despite not even having Hive Tech Lunkers, Solar is able to reposition in time.
Pretty crazy, isn't it? As we do have these roaches running by, they are going to be taking down some of these drones.
You're like, oh, the Lunkers, they're moving around. Let's go.
Yeah, they sure are. A siege unit.
they sure are mobile. Woo.
Isn't that crazy? They have all of the things that make a unit good.
You're an animal, Asher. You're an animal. As Solar sneaks out a massive Roach counterattack, and Elazer is completely out of position here. This linear third base is gonna be going down at least a lot of drones. 8 drones do fall. Reinforcements are going to be able to reposition at the same time. The picture-in-picture, Elazer tries to push on into Lunkers. That's not going to work, Poppy. Oh.
Yeah, he's doing his best to bile down those lurkers, but they are invisible. They are fast. They do a lot of damage. They do have AoE. They are incredibly cheap.
Oh.
I think that's it.
They're like worse siege tanks. I agree, Asher. I agree. As we do see Elazer kind of pulling himself apart a little bit there. He has to slow the game down. He does have all these bases, but honestly, based on how he was playing, I could see the desperation. He clearly wanted the game to end a little bit earlier, but Solar, his defenses are becoming stronger and stronger. He is slowing the game down.
They don't do friendly fire. The AoE pattern's better. They're basically free.
They're free! Wait, the copium levels are coming. They're too high, Poppy. They're too high. Oh my god. They're basically Brood Lords, but they're just better. They're just better Brood Lords.
Well, I mean, you get like 3 for the price of a Brood Lord. I wonder if those Overlords down the bottom at the club are still there. As we do have a massive surround coming out from Solar. He is pinning these roaches back. Every single roach really battered and bruised from the volleys of the lurkers, and that means they're not going to be able to take a fight for a little while. Elazer desperately trying to hold on, but I think Solar's actually making some magic happen with these lurkers.
Well, Solar just has the better army right now. He has successfully transitioned into Lunker play. We do see Elazer. He actually made, I think, 5 or 6 Vipers. They're coming in with the yoinks.
Yeah, they are coming in with the yoinks, picking off a good amount of those. So the Vipers are really good counter here for those lurkers. They are lowering the lurker numbers, and Elazer taking the best trades that he can here. He is actually doing pretty well, but this angle just seems a little bit too good for Solar. The DPS of the Hydras, really incredible. Great blinding clouds coming out from Elazer. Is Elazer going to be able to do it? It's so
looks
close.
Like with the power of the blinding clouds, with the power of these Vipers, it looks like just barely Elazer's going to be able to hold on and clean up all these lunkers.
I wish the lurkers getting yoinked out of the ground made like a plug being pulled, like a thump.
That's what I think of. That's what I imagine when I see the lunkers being yoinked out.
That's not what I think about. I think I wish I could do that.
Just switch to Zerg, Poppy. Switch to Zerg. Can't be one of us, Poppy. One of us.
I'll be suffering, and you'll be like, "I told you."
I mean, you're suffering anyway, Asher. I mean, let's be real here. There's no change, Papi. There's no change. Oh my god, as we do see Solar just pulling apart Elazer here. Roaches towards the left-hand side. The Lunkers come in. Gonna be just deleting this fourth hatchery.
Yeah, the hatchery going to be going down. Very nice spread of the lurkers. Really hard to engage into here, but the Viper's going to be doing the best that they can. They are getting those yoinks. The Hydra's not really able to focus those down. Another good blinding cloud going to be forcing the Hydras forward, but there's just not enough for a laser. Solar takes a great match between those two players.
GG, well played. Elazer, he had the bases, he had the map control, he was hyper aggressive, trying to break the defensive line, the lurker line of Solar, avoiding taking in that direction himself. He did work up towards a hive and Vipers eventually, but clearly he didn't want to end up in a lurker versus lurker scenario. I don't blame him, but in doing so, Solar was able to get his advantage. He was able to overwhelm, and attack. GG. He takes the 4-0, the game he needed for Onsyde Gaming.
Yeah, so Onsyde Gaming will be taking that win. And, you know, when Solar's kid grows up, kid will say to him, you know, thanks, Dad. And Solar will say, you're welcome, Lairtech Lurker. Is that your son? Well, I can't say your son. You have a few too many.
I have one of my sons will be called Lairtech Lunker, Papi, yeah. And you can say that for sure. Hi. Oh. I was gonna call E by that.
Call him Lairtech Lurker, but you can't afford him.
I can't afford him, Papi. Smooch, Papi, smooch. But yeah, GG, well played by Solar here. He does secure the victory for Onsyde Gaming, but the night is still young. We still have more games ahead of us. Clem versus Ryung will still go on.
Yeah, we've had your moment to be in my ear at the club while I'm trying to leave, and now it's my turn. It's a TBT. Okay, you don't want to leave the club. We'll put some Latin music on.
Yo, let's go. Mate, if we can get a clown fiesta out of this one, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. I want to believe, Papi. I want to believe.
When the clown fiesta kicks off, we're going to get the music going.
It's going to be beautiful, Papi. It's going to be beautiful. Oh my god. Take me home, Papi. Take me home.
As here we go. We're gonna have Clem.
A
class player, 10 in micro. I can respect that. I'm okay with A. I think he's inconsistent enough for an A, to be fair.
I agree. I was about to say that as well, that I can be agreeable with an A for Clem as opposed to an S. I mean, we didn't S for some of the other players, but yeah, we do have that A. Meanwhile, switching over to Ryung, we are giving him a C, and I still think that maybe I'm on some copium, but I still think that Ryung should be at least a B. Should be a B.
Man, every time we do predictions, I'm telling you Ryung's not going to do well, and you're like, no, he's still got it. He's going to 2-0 everyone.
He's going to 2-0 everyone, Papi, everyone.
It's the Terran version of DRG, where everyone's like, DRG's still the best Zerg in Korea. He's not. It's over. It's over.
Oh my god, I wouldn't go that far. To be fair, I'm not on that DRG copium hype train, but I am for Ryung. Okay, I am for Ryung. Okay. As we have the predictions coming in here, and a lot of people gonna be putting their money on the line here for the 1-1 overall. 1-1 for Clem and Ryung.
I think I put Clem 2-0.
Oh yeah, it looks like 33% went for the 2-0, and I can see that happening. But like Ryung, he's so good when he's good. When he's good, he's good.
I've seen that once.
You've seen it, Bobby. You've seen it.
It was so sick.
It was so sick. Against Dark on oh my god, it was on the
and then Tropical. He looked like he was cheating. He actually looked like he was cheating. He was anticipating every move.
He went God mode. It was crazy.
Mode, yeah.
Right, and then the next TVZ we casted of him, he'd like I think he went for like a 2-base like hell battle in or something, and he just fell in his
You
face,
see,
and he just yeah.
Ryung is a grape, and on that day,
Uh-huh.
he made beautiful, beautiful wine, and
Uh,
we enjoyed the wine, and we were
yeah,
drunk together.
yeah,
But
yeah.
now he's just a shriveled grape skin.
Now he's a
That's all he
raisin.
had, puppy.
He's a sultana. You know, he's just he's dried up. You know, the juice has run out. And what I'm picking up what you're throwing down, Asher. What you're saying is that we need to fill him up again. You know, he needs more juice, Poppy. He needs more juice.
Everyone in your chat, give him your juice.
Okay.
We do have we got Sheldon in the chat with the Ryung draw. He's a big fan.
Oh yeah, Ryung draw, Poppy. Ryung draw. Let's go. Oh my, I love Ryung so much. I wanna believe in at least the 1-1, but we'll see. We'll see what does happen here. Game 1. Near humanity.
Sheldon's gonna call his firstborn Byung Jua and then his secondborn Ryung Jua.
Ay. It's gonna be beautiful for us calling it. It was on Hardwire as well. Maru versus Ryung on Hardwire. Like Ryung's had some really sick TVTs, mate. Like as well. Like they've been.
Maru versus Ryung on Hardwire. I don't know. I think the problem for me is that his TVT was really good when Viking Raven was like the default.
Oh, true, it was
like the Viking Raven late game.
Yeah.
And now that the patch is just full ape Terran, I feel like that's really going to favor Clem. Not that Clem's necessarily had the TVT results to reflect that, but I feel like the current pace of TVT is going to suit him better.
I think so as well. The added thing though is that I haven't seen Ryung in current patch in a TVT. I don't think. So I can still believe.
Okay.
I can still be on that copium. You know. Logically, like theory wise, what you're saying makes sense. It makes logical sense. You know.
But you're not thinking with your brain.
I'm thinking with something else, Papi.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tuna. The tuna Terran, Papi. This is a tuna Terran for a reason. Oh. What are you thinking, Asher? What are you thinking?
Don't worry about it. It's happened again. Why does our teammate always do this to us?
His name is Dong One, Papi. He is the Dong, Papi. Let's go.
I believe.
Actually, his name.
I would give him a bit more defense, personally. I feel like he's a very
bit more
good defensive
defense?
Terran. But
I
maybe
agree.
Savage? I don't know.
Yeah. I think defense and strategy could definitely do with a little bit of a bump, a little bit of a boost.
And I would give both of them less mentality.
Yeah, 100%. The Terrans.
I've seen Clem in full despair mode, and it's tragic because he's such a sweet kid, but
Yeah.
the pain is real. As here he is spawning in the bottom right-hand corner for Team Liquid. It is the French Terran, Clem.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner for Onsyde Gaming, Ryung.
Wait, it's time for the CC first.
Oh my god. See that?
No.
Clem, his hair. It's like he had his head out the window driving like on a highway. It's crazy.
Mate, he's young. Maybe he's hungover. Give him a break.
Oh my! I don't think he's old enough to drink. I don't think that's legal. I don't know.
Right. Yes. He's in France.
Yeah, he's in France. Yeah. True. Yeah. You're not wrong.
Crazy.
Crazy.
It's also probably quite early for him. He's on full DGen schedule.
Oh.
Like I was watching Vindicta was doing a late stream. He was running over late and he was like hitting Clem on ladder. Like it's like 6 a.m. now.
yeah. I was really surprised this week when Clem signed up and played for ESL Americas. He never plays in ESL Americas. Yeah, and then he just stayed up for it. He's just awake at like 5, 6 a.m.
Yeah. He's an animal. How did he go?
He did quite well for himself. I think he made it to the semis.
He made it to the Zerg players. Nice.
What
pretty
do you
deep.
mean? it's the ESL cups. What are you talking about? I think he fell to Max Packs. I think Max Packs made it to the
Wow,
finals.
yeah. Sounds about right.
There you go.
As here we go. We are going to be having a pretty standard builds coming out from both players. Ryung actually going for the fastest CC here. I didn't quite catch how he did this. I don't know why he has 2 depots and a fast CC. I think I missed something.
Something did happen, and also my mistake. Clem made it through the Protosses. He actually fell against Dark in the finals. He made it to the finals. There you go.
Yeah, he made it to the zone. Told
you. You're an animal, pup. You're an animal. Oh god. But of course we are getting into our lovely and beautiful TVT. The other thing to take note of course, is that I haven't seen this before, but Ryung is getting a little bit of a beard going on his chin.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Wow.
Until he wins a world championship.
Smirch, Papi, smirch.
I'd be waiting a little while. He's on that hard Oliveira curve.
I believe in Ryungdra, okay? It all starts here. It all starts with the 2-0, mate. It all starts. I believe.
Alright. You're entitled to that opinion. As we do have Clem going for the Reactor Reaper Hellion. He might go for a medevac behind that. That is something that I've seen him do quite a bit against fast expands, but the kind of fast expand Ryung has gone for is going to be a mass Hellion one. So this is one that usually it's going to be with a Raven as well. It's something that Bunny was doing quite a lot. Beyond also played with it just a little bit here and there. And it's a very safe opening, but you end up with kind of a weird set of units.
Yeah, we'll see how this works here as the Reaper Hellion is going to be moving out. The Raven is going to be coming in behind this as well, as you did bring up, as you did mention. And I believe this has gone unscattered by Clem. He does have a defensive setup, don't get us wrong. Nice spread of these Hellions, but Ryung is going to try and push in.
Yeah, here we go. We do have Clem's attack. Good grenades going to be bouncing these Hellions. Very important to get those bounces. He takes out as many as he can, but yeah, this just wasn't a very good build matchup for him. His micro's gone about as well as it could have, but he is going to be cleaned up here, and Ryung maintains a worker lead.
Yeah, exactly. Does maintain that lead. Trades out in the end, but oh boy, he's going to be relinquishing that map control, and yeah, we'll see. See how Clem follows up from here. I was really confused. I thought
Blue was
Ryung. Yeah. I thought Blue was Ryung. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, all these Terran players, they look the same to me, Papi.
Oh, it's flipped. Yeah. Yeah, they look very similar.
I'm glad you agree. I
feel like Clem's head could fit inside Ryung's head.
Clem could be inside Ryung. I can see that.
Like a skeleton. Like a spooky skeleton.
You know, Clem is also growing out his beard right now as well.
Is he? The resolution on my screen isn't high enough to be able to work that out.
Oh, good.
As we are going to having 2 workers going down to this Raven harass here. Might be a little bit of a window for Clem to push if Ryung continues to go to this Raven harass and uses up a lot of that energy.
Yeah, we'll see if he does end up doing that. I mean, 2 SCVs have already fallen here to that Raven harass. I believe the Raven is still in between the bases, looking to find another opportunity as Clem moves out, just getting control of his area at his 3rd base. Yeah,
Clem has been, acting out a little bit, going into mech here and there, but he's not going to be doing it this time. We are going to be having bio setup from both players. If either player was to go mech in TVT, I think this would be a good map to do it on. So I'm actually a little bit surprised that Ryung isn't opting to do that.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised as well, because he's done so in the past. Like, we have seen mech coming out from Ryung, but alas, it is looking to be bio tank from both of our players. Both players even investing into Vikings as well. No one's going to try and be like the more drop-centric medevac player.
Yeah, I do think that's a little bit harder to make work on this map just because of how easy it is to get vision everywhere, especially with those watchtowers through the middle. So we are going to be having a bit more of a drawn-out game. This is going to give the players more of a chance to get a feel for each other before the next game as well. But yeah, probably not going to be too much action for a little bit.
Oh, speak to me, Papi. I'll just be thinking of lunkers while you yell in my ear.
Like, well, the current metagame, you see, what's
Oh.
been happening with the Korean Terrans? And
Oh. I've got some Latin music playing in my head.
tattoo, tattoo, tattoo. Got that sauce.
Despacito.
Yeah.
Why can't I be in his EVZ, Papi? Why?
You're off thinking about the mamacitas.
I'm thinking about the queens, Papi, the queens. Oh god. As things, as you said, are gonna be settling down. We're just saturating our third bases for both players. Ryung throws down his fourth CC, and Clem not too far behind with his own. Oh, we're looking at something.
Hello.
Oh, we're looking at the bear. The paw.
Wait, what?
The paw on the units.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, paw just like did not register as PAW in my head.
You're like paw? You're like the fruit? What are you talking
No,
about?
I was thinking like Paul, but you were saying it wrong.
You're like, can he just not? Can he not speak? Has he lost the ability to enunciate what's going on?
I mean, it's fine if that happens.
So
Pretty deep into the cast. Come on.
Wait, what? It's fine, Papi. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Look, it makes sense. It's not my fault the English language is not able to keep up with me.
Yeah. It's they're animals, Papi. Don't worry about it.
It's everyone else's failing, not mine.
As fourth bases are being taken from both of our lovely players here, just posturing in the middle of the map wherever they can, looking for an opportunity when someone is maybe not looking. Someone missing.
Yeah, that's a good time to go.
What?
I never really thought of this map as horizontally symmetrical, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
Both players have taken the symmetrical force. I never really thought about that. As Ryung going to be going for the attack. Big anti-armor missile. Good disables coming down on the tanks.
Ooh.
He might just be able to break straight on through right here.
Yeah, mate, the tanks are all going to be going down for Clem, and we can see Ryung edging towards that natural base. He doesn't have a lot of units left, but enough to break on through. There's one tank at that ramp, but not quite in range to save the CC.
Yeah, he's got a nasty tank position here. He's cutting off the bases from each other, and this makes it really awkward for Clem to deal with. He might just have to unsiege everything, go for a massive SCV pull, and just try to break this position now.
Yeah, but even that may not work. We even have Hellbats here to support for Ryung. The CC is under threat. No way for Clem to rotate over to defend here, and as he is cut off, as you were saying, as I think Clem is going to try to, though. He does unsiege with everything.
Yeah, he is gearing up. He brings the SCVs from every angle. He's going to be charging on in. Great disables going down on the tank. So only 3 of them are going to be remaining. And this is a fantastic cleanup. He loses a lot of SCVs in the process, though.
Yeah, 21 workers do go
enough.
down. It's not enough. One tank still survives here for Ryung. He still has a decent chunk of Marines, as he's going to be looking to consolidate his army and go for another push.
Yeah, he has done it here. Clem throws down the scan, sees the bad news, big size going down, and Ryung with a huge supply lead, looking to take Onsyde into an undefeated 6-0 against Liquid.
I'm Ryung drop Papi. Aye, the tanks are going to be moving on forward here. Clem does have eyes on this. He's going to be keeping up with his own tanks, and even though he is down in the supply, he does still take a pretty defensive posture here at that third.
Like, there is a meta when it comes to Terrans especially, where if you tilt someone hard enough in a tournament, they'll stream afterwards. Do you think Clem might stream if he gets tilted enough?
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to be cheering hard for Ryung Draw if you think Clem might stream after.
Oh, no. Do you want a Clem tilt stream, though? Is that what you
Yes.
want? Oh, we do have a dive bomb, though. We do force the unsiege of Clem. Would be an opportunity, but no. Ryung doesn't go for it.
Mate, his Protoss is good. A Clem tilt scream just means disgusting Protoss gameplay.
Oh, you're an animal.
We just see Clem is desperately trying to hold on. Ryung gonna stim, gonna run on straight in. These tanks are slightly out of position. He is gonna be splitting his Marines beautifully, taking down all these tanks. Not the most efficient trades, but he is breaking through in the natural.
Yeah, again, Ryung, he can afford to throw away some of the supply. Oh, the tanks rallying a little bit too close. They do go down as they try to reinforce that natural.
Yeah, the tank's just skimming over that position of Ryung, and a few of them going to be going down. Clem, once again, finding himself in a very awkward position where he just can't really reinforce the natural and third to each other.
Yeah, now the Liberators have arrived. Now Ryung can finally break these siege lines. It looks like his Marines are all going to be going down towards the south. The tanks are looking a little bit more vulnerable here. The Vikings are forced to land.
Yeah, the Vikings land, everything goes down. GG is called, and Ryung. He takes game one.
Let's go, Bobby. Let's go. That's a solid light ceremony right there. Where you win and you take it off. You're like,
I'm getting old.
Oh my god, the pain has to escape from somewhere, and Ryung, he does take that first game here so far. Onsyde Gaming undefeated. Can he go all the way though? Because now it's gonna be Clem's map of choice. Oh, that was quick. That was a quick map pick.
It's like if I can get the 2-0, if Onsyde can win, if we can get through this team league, if we can come first, get enough money to pick up another player, I can stop doing Maru's dishes. Someone else can do his dishes. Get a new player.
We can pick someone else up. And then I can rest. I can finally rest.
Merciful.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god. Yeah, solid win here. Clem opting to go for a bit of a larger map instead. Makes plenty of sense here. Again, things really escalated very quickly. Ryung, he just saw an opportunity. He broke down those rocks and then he immediately just rammed himself in between that natural and that third. Clem, very little time to react. Unfortunately, one moment is all it takes here sometimes in these TBTs.
Yes, it's done a bit more of a wide open map. There's a bit more room to play as well. Near Humanity, a lot of these angles, it favors very kind of singular angle attacks like Ryung was going for there, where if you can break into one position or if you can just hold one position, it's very hard to break a siege line just because of how narrow the map is and how small it is. But there's a lot more room to play here, and I think that's going to favor this player in the top right here. This is the French Terran, Clem.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner for Onsyde Gaming, Ryung. Oh, here we go. So as you were saying, a bit of a larger map available, more room to play, room to maneuver around, and more time to react as well. I do think that this is going to be a good map for Clem overall. But Ryung, is this where he whips out the mech puppy? Oh.
Maybe. This is kind of a good mech map too. All maps are good mech maps.
I was gonna say that. They're all mech maps, Papi. You know, Papi, you know. I didn't even need to say it. Yeah, I agree.
Of course.
I agree. Yeah.
Man, how could you not?
And speaking of mech maps, massive shout out to Diego in the chat. Elazer for the raid. Hope you had a lovely stream. Hope you had some great ladder games or custom games. Thank you so much for the support. Fala galera, papi. Fala galera. Whip out your Brazilian, papi. Whip it out, papi. Whip it out.
It's not very appropriate. Obrigado, Elazer.
Yeah. Obrigado, papi. Obrigado. As we get a nice zoom here on the WTL sponsors: Doyu, Hypergriff, TGI Fridays, Rio, and Treo as well. Treo? Tayo, that's it.
Yeah, I know you were talking about this yesterday. I'm not interested in this discussion on how to say a trio. I'm going with trio. Trio.
No, what? I found out. I found out it's Tayo. It's not even an R, mate. It's an
Oh,
A.
really?
Yeah.
Ah,
I couldn't
okay.
believe it.
These new age logos, man. Hard to
Yeah.
interpret.
They just reinventing how we write letters. It's crazy.
But yeah, good to see Elazer cheering on his team. Hopefully we can get one on the board now that he's here.
Yeah, with the power of Team Liquid, they are going to get that Diego boost. Oh boy, but is it going to be enough here as we're slowly getting into our lovely TVT?
Yeah, we are, and Clem going to be playing things extra standard here. We are seeing pretty much the most standard build here. Just these 3 Reapers, 2 factory units as well. Both players going to be going for that kind of setup. Ryung going a little bit faster into his tech, but it's much of a muchness here.
Yeah, exactly. As opposed to the previous game, he's not hyper committed and over investing into Hellions and Reapers. We're going straight into that Marine production. Ooh, we even have a medevac on the way for Ryung.
Yeah, so he's going for this Cyclone drop. This is a very well-rounded, safe build. I really like it. As Clem going to be coming in, going to be poking here, but Ryung is okay to take some damage on this CC. He's going to be patient. He's just going to sit back, and this Cyclone will push Clem back.
I heard you loud and clear, Bobby. He likes it, Bobby. He likes it.
He's just big chilling.
He is, as Clem is also going for his own medevac as well, for his own, I imagine, Cyclone drop. So both players looking to be a little bit aggressive. We'll see if the ships do pass in the night and how they kind of collide with each other if they do meet. Already, medevac is going to be confirmed here by Clem in the middle of the map.
Yeah, both players just looking to be versatile and fluid throughout the map, and we should be having a nice little skirmish between the 2 players. The medevac boost going to be running out. Almost does take that out, but doesn't want to expose his medevac for the vision. Clem going to be excelling in this kind of situation, though. This is the kind of thing that he loves, these mid-map skirmishes, and he's better than anyone at macroing cleanly behind these kind of engagements.
Yeah, exactly. Clem just completely shuts down that drop. The medevac and the Cyclone do survive, but the majority of the units do go down, and that is going to push Ryung back, and now Clem can go for his own counter drop.
Yeah, that he can. So Clem feeling a bit of momentum on his side, making use of the nice big open map, is going to be applying some pressure, and he's already got that 3rd coming out well ahead of that of Ryung's as well.
Yeah, he's going to be ahead in the bases. He's going to have map control as well. We do have that double cyclone drop into the main base. Looks like a depot may get picked off here. We're waiting. We're holding on to our lock-ons here. We're going to be using them on these Marines. Oh.
Wow. Very smooth pickups there. That could have been a bit dangerous. If he wasn't so sharp with the medevac, there could have been a double lock on there, but he was just very fast, very clean. And behind this, we do have a bit more of that standard transition, or more popular transition these days, from Ryung, where he is going to be going into medevac-based player.
Yeah. Last game, we did see both players prioritize their Vikings, and you were talking about how the map itself is so small, it's so condensed, it's so difficult to really get across the map with these drops. But now that we're opening things up on Ancient Cistern, Ryung is going to have that much more freedom to move out on the map. Meanwhile, Clem opting not to do so with Viking production instead.
Yeah, Clem is going to be playing more into that traditional style. I think he went for a 3rd Raven as well, which I don't believe Ryung went for. So 3 Raven is a setup that does do really well against a more medevac based style, just because you can disable the medevacs. You got the turrets available for extra DPS as well. But yeah, we are going to be seeing Clem go for actually a bit more of a defensive setup here.
Yeah, the tanks are sieged up in the main base, and the natural Ryung does confirm the Vikings coming out from Clem, as well as the Reapers did dip in and dip the hell out. And now he's looking for his opening as, the Hellions and Reapers are going to come across this drop.
Yeah, both players going to be vying for a bit of map control here. Clem is going to catch these SCVs setting up on this 3rd. Might be able to pick off a few of them here.
Yeah, they are in position, but it looks like Clem is forced back for the time being. Can go on a little bit later in a more opportune moment, as Ryung is going to be moving out onto the map. Both players committing into their bio upgrades as well. No mech this time from Ryung either, unfortunately.
Sorry, lad.
Oh, smooch.
I'll play a bit of mech on ladder and send you some replays if you need something to cast.
You're an animal.
Or if you don't have time to cast, I can snipe you.
Oh, stay away from me. Ay, ay, ay. Mate, did you see today? My first 3 games on stream, all against different players, all against mech of some variation. It was actually disgusting.
boy.
I did win all the games though, actually.
Oh, nice. What have you been doing against Mac? What's your
Oh,
go-to
I'm just
weakness?
aping.
Yeah,
I'm just
not an
aping with
answer
Ling
at all.
Bane Roach Ravager. Yeah.
I hate that.
I mean, I don't all. You know me. I don't all in. I just I just try to
Not on
survive.
purpose.
You're like, it's not your fault that you're just stuck at 60 workers. I was stuck
Yeah.
at 60 workers on one of those games, and it was super max. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, as we do see the 2 drops meeting here on the right hand side, and Ryung does end up losing one of his medevacs.
They touched Medivacs.
Oh,
But now Ryung only has 1.
that's what happens when your medevacs touch.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that.
Yeah, I know.
We do see Clem going to be gearing up for a little bit of a move out now that he's pushed back that map vision of Ryung. Ryung really relying quite heavily on these medevacs and marines. Both players have some fantastic map vision all throughout the map, and that means that Ryung is going to be able to set himself up for these little rombos. Clem, he does sense that, so he's going to be pulling back.
Yeah, he does catch him on siege, and 1 tank is going to be going down. Does take some tank shot to the face, but well worth it for Ryung, only losing a handful of those marines.
Yeah, nice little cheeky pick off there for Ryung. He's still got a bit of speed to him. Okay.
Yeah. Not looking, papi. Not looking. Yeah.
Is it Ryung that I think is old and he just like isn't?
I don't.
I try to remember who it is. There's some pro gamer that I thought was like 40 and they're just like 25 or something.
I think of Creator. Like, Creator's really young.
No, not Creator. Maybe it's DRG. Or is DRG the one that's actually old?
DRG is relatively old. I think he's like 28 or something, right?
Oh, I thought it was 40. I think it is
What do
DRG.
you mean? What do you mean 40? What are you talking about? You're shaking my head.
He's a boomer. And then it's like,
What
his
do you-
your
what?
age. You're like, God
Yeah. He's your age. He's you,
Oh.
Asher.
damn.
Oh, smurge. As we see both armies going to be clashing here, we do see Ryung is the first to
Ooh.
siege.
Yeah, Ryung does siege first, and he is going to be trying to pick off some of these tanks. He's not going to be too successful in that way, and Clem actually going to be able to push these marines back over here. Clem just a little bit too fast here for a moment, but does run himself into some tanks. Oh, this is a crazy move from Clem, but he gets the disables down.
He gets the disables, but it doesn't matter because the Marines are winning out the engagement here for Ryung. He's getting on top of the tanks.
Oh, I hate TVT. Having flashbacks to my own games now. This hurts. As Clem are going to be trying to reinforce this position here, but Ryung looking to have a very healthy tank count. That's something that's quite difficult to overcome here.
Yeah, Ryung was almost punished for sieging, and if you saw, he went for all these disables, he went for an anti-armor missile, and it just wasn't really the best engagement, but Clem overextended. Now we do have another fight going on here. Ryung, once again, the first to lay siege upon some of those tanks. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Clem going to be getting some nice pickoffs here, but Ryung still with a very healthy tank count, and he can start to work his way in towards his base. Clem going for, it looks like he was going to go for a drop, maybe showed that to the scan and then redrop just to buy himself a little bit of time here, but Ryung is not slowing down.
He's not slowing down. Once again, he's diving on in here. Is this the wisest move, though? A lot of his tanks are left exposed.
Yeah, wow, fantastic fight from Clem there.
Exactly. He's going to be able to clean up the entire army here. Ryung losing everything and not trading too well either. He was trying to dive on top of the tanks of Clem. I saw the reasoning. I saw the moment. I saw the moment where I would have dove in, and it just wasn't it, Papi. Wasn't it?
Wasn't, yeah. Let's go, Clem. Me and young Clem. You know, the young guys standing up to the old people like Ryung.
This is when we
Yeah,
find out Ryung is
Clem,
younger than you.
Yeah, he probably is. I think he actually is.
Oh no, Papi, don't like this. As
Ooh.
oh my, quite a lot of Clem's tanks actually go down there. Oh my god.
Yeah, he had I think it was 3 tanks all bunched up in one shot range. So that was a very dramatic volley coming out from Ryung. But oh, quick
Ooh.
pickup as well. But the Vikings of Clem sniped the medevac to pick up the tank. Man, Clem is so
Oh,
sharp with his micro at times.
he really is. And here we go now. He's pushing across the map. The pressure is on Ryung. He's trying to set up a bit of a flank on the left-hand side here. He's trying to hold on with whatever he has. Actually, maybe even committing to a counterattack. Oh my god.
Yeah, looks like he's going to set up for a run by on that third there. Very good move there. Have to see if Clem's anticipating that. The scan does come down, so he should be able to recognize that some supply is missing.
Oh, but we have Liberators arriving as well. Liberator will go down at least one of them. Meanwhile, the drop does come in across now, but we have reinforcements back at home.
Yeah, Clem is set up to deal with this, and we do have Clem's Liberators coming through as well. He has that air advantage with the Vikings. Every time he sieges up these Liberators like that, Ryung is going to have to commit a few Marines to try to clear it up, and we can already see his Marine count has suffered significantly as a result.
Yeah, it really has, but he's sending his reinforcements across the map. It looks like Ryung is going to be losing his right-hand base, but he's hoping to at least get a base of Clem's.
Yeah, he's going to look for a counterattack here. Oh, Clem maybe not the best move here. Does take out that PF eventually, but takes a decent amount of damage on those Marines. I wouldn't mind seeing him maybe go for a drop here if he does get overwhelmed by the counterattack.
Yeah, here we go. The counterattack is coming on in. The tanks are being dove upon as well. We have 3 tanks. 2 of them go down, but one of them will survive with the help of that Liberator. Ryung he just can't push up this ramp.
Yeah, this is a really good concave for Clem, and as a result, he's going to be able to take some very efficient trades. And he does pull back with his army, so he cleans everything up. Ryung going to call GG, and Clem, he will take a game here.
We are not getting that tilt stream. Maybe we still will. I don't know. GG gets called, and Clem takes game number 2. He fights back. He puts a point on the board. Really, all he needed was that Diego love, that Diego support, the Elazer. The power, the energy, but GG.
Yeah, sometimes all it takes is that big cut out of your energy.
Let's go. I just saw the DM.
All right. I thought you were laughing at it before you missed it.
Oh no. Asher. You're an animal, Puff. You're an animal. But yes, here we go. With that, that is the conclusion of this series. Team Liquid do put a point on the board at least. Clem is able to at least have that, and that will help him overall with the WTL points and the WTL rankings. But Onsyde Gaming, they are one of the best teams in World Team League, and they do show that here and now against TL.
Yeah, exactly. Solid result here for Onsyde, and they will be one of those teams vying for the top spot on the ladder here.
Yes, they are, and I almost sneezed. With that, that is going to be the conclusion of tonight's broadcast. We had 2 series overall, and we even get a graphic with the overall standings here now that was the last match of round 1. That's week 1 in the books.
Starving Camels, top of the ladder. Let's
go. Let's go. SSLT at number 1, followed by DKZ, Onsyde Gaming, Team Basilisk, Platinum Heroes, and Shopify Rebellion. They were the teams to win their series this week. The others having a bit of a hard time, but it was only week 1. There's plenty more weeks ahead of us. 11 more weeks to go before we really have our solid top players for that playoff bracket.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely a few of the likely suspects there in Onsyde, Basilisk, and DKZ, but seeing Abydos down a little bit lower, a little bit surprising as well. I feel like they got a bit of a tough matchup first up, but the boys, yeah, get that Rio.
Oh, we're going to Rio, puppy. Crack it open. Oh, box it out.
Hey, why are both of the boxes wearing the same color?
Because they're on the same team. They're fighting the guy in the middle.
And boxing's changed a lot.
Hey, boxing's done a little bit differently in China, mate. Okay. Oh my god. But yeah, with that, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Shout out to Asher as well for joining me tonight. I know mistakes were made, and I mean, I think in your brain they weren't mistakes, but people did stay up to play Call of Duty. But thank you so much, Asher, for joining
Not
me
even
here.
Call of
So,
Duty.
what was it? Were you laddering?
I laddered a tiny bit. I was doing so. Sometimes at night when I want to play, I realize that it's late, so I probably shouldn't ladder. So I do like an empty custom to practice my builds, and my build was like perfect. I was like, it's so good. I'm playing so clean right now. This is at like 2:30 a.m. Like I
Yeah.
have to ladder, so I laddered for a bit.
Oh my god. Was the ladder session good? Was it good?
I went 3-1.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah. Stop
And the
laddering.
win was
That's
just a bad proxy racks that I just left.
Oh, there you go. There you go. GG.
Conceptual 4-0.
Well, if the people in the chat, if they want to experience some more AsherBro content, in the past, it was a bit more of a meme, you know. We didn't really get to see too many Asher streams, but we even had a stream today. What's going on, Bobby? What's going on?
True.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what happens ever. No, I do know what happened. It was last night at like 3 a.m. before I went to bed. I was thinking about the song Fireflies and how funny it would be to like make my stream title "You Would Not Believe Your Eyes" and then loop Fireflies for an hour. So I streamed because I wanted to do that.
Why would that be funny?
I don't know. It seems so funny. I was like actually laughing last night, and then today when it was in the afternoon and I was thinking about doing the stream, I was just like, this isn't funny. I wasn't excited about it anymore.
What's the connection? What's the what?
Because there's a lyric where it's like, you would not believe your eyes. And there was a TikTok where it would just do the you would not. It went through the song, but for every lyric, it just replaced the lyric with "you would not believe your eyes." I was like, "You would not believe your eyes." Yeah, that's great.
Now it's being pieced together. It wasn't a thought that came into your mind. It was you watching TikTok and that coming through, and then you got that thought in your brain.
This was years ago, though. Like,
what are you talking about? Years ago? What do you mean?
I would not believe your eyes. TikTok is from like years ago. I just remembered it last night.
Oh, okay. Well, if people want to tune into that kind of content, if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of, Asher, where can they find you, Bobby? Where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube looking up Vine compilations.
Vines from 2009? Well,
yes,
oh my god.
Vine's so much better than TikTok. Twitch.tv/AsherBro.
Exclamation mark AsherBro in the chat. Beautiful. You can follow him there on Twitch and on Twitter. He does stream randomly whenever he sees it fit. We get the Asher stream, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Well fun.
If I come up with another dumb midnight idea for a stream title joke that's not funny, I will stream again.
There you go. Sometimes they will be funny as well. I promise you that. Sometimes.
I can't promise that.
Meanwhile, you can follow me as well. Lion_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I just streamed throughout the week. I was streaming earlier today as well. Solid stream, actually. Solid stream. It's been
nice.
Been a lot of fun. Not the fact that I played 3 mech games in a row. I don't think I played a single bio game either. Mate,
Yeah, but you won.
It doesn't matter. Winning doesn't do anything for me anymore, Papi. Not anymore. Oh, it's over. But you can follow me there if you're interested. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you want some more CranKy Duckling action, exclamation mark socials in the chat for our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord server as well. You should have seen predictions showing up every now and then between each of the matchups. we do have a prediction game going on our Discord server right now. So if you want to place your bets, if you want to place your predictions and be a part of the overall, stats being showed, then join our server. Join our server and join in on the prediction game. It's a lot of fun. It's a way to, get a little bit more invested and a little bit more involved in WTL. Yeah, it's great. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you seen your rating right now? Your ranking?
No.
Oh,
Am I in the middle? Am I at the bottom?
Are you Mac?
Oh yeah. Yeah, am I Mac? Is Meal on top of me?
Oh my god. The image is so gross.
Just smothered in Big Mac sauce.
You're an animal.
The glue that keeps us together.
It is. It's what keeps us alive, Papi. It's forever.
I don't want to make this happen.
Yeah. Well, if you're out there and if you enjoyed us and if you want to tune into the next CranKy Duckling broadcast, that is going to be tomorrow in less than 24 hours. We actually don't have a cast, but Asher and I will be playing some team games on stream on the CranKy Ducklings.
Oh, wait.
We are now. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes, it was yesterday or 2 days ago. You're like,
I'm
like,
very
Papi,
impulsive, lad. I don't
games.
think about these things.
What do you mean think of get a calendar? What are you doing?
Well, I kind of have a calendar and I can't see it properly. I'm trying to see if I have something marked for tomorrow.
Oh,
I don't think I do. I think there's a slot for you, Light. I'm going to write Light on the whiteboard.
Light time. Give me some light time.
Light time, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say if you're in the chat and you want to lather yourself up in Big Mac and give us a hug. This is my address.
I was like, where does that end? Where does that go? Where does that sentence go, Asher? What are you talking about? If you want to lather yourself up and become a part of the CranKy Ducklings, be sure you're there tomorrow for the team games, because we do open up strategy suggestions to the chat, and you can pick how we play, how much we ape, or how much we turtle. It's all in your hands.
Think about them. We've had some good ones. I liked doing Migsmech. That was fun.
Migsy,
when we did the Oliveira Serral strat with the 2-on-1 and the Nidus or whatever it was. Kuro made us play with no keyboard one time.
That was so painful.
Really bad.
I get
so much harder than I thought it would be.
I still get PTSD playing without the keyboard. It hurt my brain. It hurt my hand. It just hurt.
It was really hard, and we got like owned by silver players.
We did. It was embarrassing. Oh my god. Team game is going to be tomorrow in less than 24 hours. So be sure you're going to be a part of that. Meanwhile, if you want our next broadcast, and quickly checking our calendar, it is going to be on Saturday, the 22nd of April, KSL, Korean StarCraft League. And later on that same day, Grand Platypus Open, where I believe AsherBro may even be competing as well.
Definitely doing something then. My bad.
Okay.
I think I did sign up and I wanted to play, but I've double booked it now.
It's so good, Papi. It's so good. This animal goes outside and touches grass. I can't believe. That's why he knows about pockets. That's why he knows.
It is true.
Pizza pockets. Yeah.
It's heavily encouraged that you wear pants when you go outside.
It's unfortunately. With that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. Shout out to Kuro as well, because Kuro has been in the background handling the production side of things and running the stream overall. So we really do appreciate it. With that, Asher, do you have anything you want to say before we head off for the night?
Glad you asked. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, because everything is never as it seems.
I can't believe your eyes. I can't believe your eyes.
I'll see if I can find it. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the support. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.